Congratulations. You've now progressed far enough to learn to solve an equation with an unknown, which is the first step in algebra. Up to now, you've been using only expressions, which are groups of numbers that need to be simplified and improved, but they don't have a way to find out what x is in an equation. So now you're up to the point where you can learn to do that. The type of equation we're going to be learning about this time is called a proportion. It consists of one fraction that equals another fraction. So an example would be x over 30 equals 7 over 15. The question is, what is x? Now, the following technique is really neat. Students always love it. But it only applies when there's an equal sign in the middle between two fractions. Just exactly this kind of an equation. If you had something that looked like x over 30 plus 7 over 15, nah, you can't use this technique. This technique is called cross multiplication. Oh no, I just want to. Cross multiplication involves multiplying across the equal sign. Must be an equal sign. So you're going to take x times 15 equals 7 times 30. Okay, much improved, right? We got rid of those nasty fractions. Okay, when you have that, now what you want to do is find out what x is. X, it's like Greta Garbo. It wants to be alone. And it isn't, it has a 15. Grr. Okay, now x is multiplied by 15. What's the opposite of multiply? Oh yeah, divide. So if we divide each side, we do the opposite, we divide each side by 15. Then these guys over here cancel. And we've got x alone. Yes, x is now equal to 7 times 30 divided by 15. And you know how to do that. A couple ways to do it. One is to multiply them at the top together and get 210 over 15. And then you have to divide it out. And you're going to get 14. Pretty straightforward. Step 1, cross multiply across the equal sign. Step 2, cancel and get your x alone. And then simplify the expression on the right and find out what it is. Okay, how about another example? Let's try 4 over x equals 8 over 3. Is it the right form? Is it one fraction equals another fraction? Yes. Okay. Then it's got an equal sign, so we can cross multiply across the equal sign. Which will give us 4 times 3 equals 8 times x. If you've got 8 times x equals 4 times 3, that's the same equation, just fine. Now here's that x, and x wants to be alone, and it isn't because it's got an 8. And the 8 is multiplied. So we do the opposite. We divide by 8. And the third step is to cancel the 8s and solve and simplify the number. Let's see, we've got 12 over 8 equals x. If we divide 4 into the top and bottom, 4 into 8 goes 2. 4 into 12 goes 3. Oh, x equals 3 halves, which is 1.5. Straightforward? I hope. Because now it's your turn. I'm going to clear the screen and give you a problem, and you should pause your video and solve it on paper, and then start the video back up and watch me solve it and see that you did it correctly. So for your turn, we've got 3 over 4 equals x over 8. So you paused the video, right? And now you're back. Of course, it's not necessary to draw the x that I'm drawing. That's for me to make it clear what I'm doing. That's not part of the problem, it's part of the teaching method. So it's 3 times 8 equals 4 times x. Then to get x alone, I have to divide by 4. And from here, I can do it in, oh, and these cancel. Yes, yes. If they don't cancel, we haven't done it right. Okay. Now, there are 2 ways to do it. One is we could multiply 3 times 8 and get 24, and divide by 4 and get 6. The other way is we could cancel this 4 into the 8 and get 6. Because 3 times 2 is 6 equals x. So that's how you solve one fraction equals another fraction when one of the 4 parts in the fraction, the 2 denominators, the 2 numerators, is an x. Bye.